were going off there.
Jumping in the air.
I came off the fucking ground.
Hey, Brandon Wicknick here. We are getting ready, preparing for Lone Star Drift JZX90 giveaway event. We are here in Layton, Utah, at my shop, D-Spare Garage. Still got a lot of work to do. Some work to do. Today's Monday, so we've got until Thursday to prep the car. Well, it's Tuesday morning, 1 a.m. So I'm gonna give you guys a little rundown of what we have done, what we're going to do, and then document the next couple days up until the event, the road trip, the late nights, the work, getting the car ready for an event. There's going to be a lot of cool guys driving at the event, which makes it super cool and interesting and fun to go to. It's been a long time since I've actually been to Texas. Let's go see what's up with the car. So, like I said, it's Tuesday morning. I've got Seth helping me. This is where we put his Instagram right here. Seth _ something, Seth Waldron. We put that in the video. People can follow him. Right now, what do we got going on?
Your other rack was leaking, and we didn't know for sure if it was a seal or a fitting, so we're just going to replace the rack anyway.
We have had to replace an engine. It was a 2JZ VVTi non-turbo block. Ended up finding cracked ring lines because it was blowing tons of oil out of the catch can. We used 1JZ stock pistons. We used GTE turbo rods. Because the 1J pistons are a little bit taller, well, it's also a 1J head on a 2J, which raises compression. So we got some unknown compression numbers. So it should be pretty rad. This car should do about 450, 500 horsepower. JZX90. What else have we done?
What was the rocker panel on?
Oh yeah,
Show that.
yeah. This rocker panel here was actually smashed because I got T-boned. The hinge mounting point was in, so we used the porta power, pushed that out. We got this pretty straight, clean one from a donor car. Seth and I cut the rocker panel out and welded it in. My problem was I couldn't mount side skirts anymore because it was dented in about that far.
You had to bend this back out because this was all the way in, like in and over or something.
Yeah, it was causing the reverse Lambo door effect. So instead of the door opening up, it was opened down towards the road. This is the current state of the car. We've got a couple days left, so we'll see how that goes. That's all the tires we have to mount still. So I'm going to talk about a few of the parts we have on the car. Chase Base has always been a good sponsor of mine, and I've got tons of Chase Base products on this car. Full Chase Base brake line, tucked brake line kit, electric power steering. These Chase Base lines leading back to the power steering, which is in the trunk. Suspension-wise, we've got Fortunato coilovers. These ones we run 12K front, and I think I did 6K rear on this. GK Tech has helped us out, and this is their new version 4 knuckle, which is actually a trail knuckle, similar to WiseFab geometry. So I'm pretty excited about that. I've run them a little bit. I don't know if you can see the trail there in the design. The hub is offset to the rear of the car from the center line. So I'm going to dial in a little bit more caster and see how it works for this weekend. This is a 350Z differential in an S14 subframe with the GK Tech bushings. You see we had to cut right there to get the differential to sit up at the right angle. I've been pretty happy with this rear subframe setup. It gives you a little bit more grip over the S13. 350Z axles, which are stronger than stock. All Godspeed arms, which I've had good luck with. And a big sway bar. I like really big sway bars in the rear. I know a lot of people will debate that, but it's just my preference. CDO9 350Z trans. Look at that. That's the lowest part on an S13. Actually rubbed through the case to the bolt. Check out that sick exhaust mount. I got tired of the crappy stock S13 stuff, so we just did a strap that holds the thing up. This is the first car that I've built that I just went out in the parking lot and grabbed a shell. I got a lot of 240 shells, so I just decided to pull one out of the yard and put it together from the ground up, basically. And it's pretty rad. I actually had a dog box in it when I first started. It's cut. The tunnel is cut for a dog box, and I decided to go with the CD09 instead of the dog box. I like the engagement a lot better and the shifting and the gear ratios of a 6-speed. So I didn't care much about any sort of rulebook rules. I just wanted this car to be strong and fun to drive, and so I put these frame sliders so it wouldn't crush the frame rail. Actually, if any of you have seen that Instagram post where Nick Stuckey and I jumped our cars, we jumped our cars out at the Life Motorsports compound. It bent my frame a little bit, and so I decided to weld these, I call them frame sliders, so I can do board slides with my car. Alright, we're gonna go over to the other shop, the D-Spare Complex. We got 2 shops, I don't know why. Got the heater going in here. There's snow outside, it's ridiculous. Alright, here's what we got going on. Bodywork and paint. New kit, new fenders, skirts, and a wing. I'm gonna get to work. I got a lot of sanding to do before I spray. I let it sit too long. Watch it. Oh. So, got some painting going on. Laying down some color and some clear coat. This is my favorite part. I'm not the best at body work, but I can make it shine. Still got some work to do, but things are moving along nicely. Hey! I just got out of the paint booth, took off my mask. Can you see that? Oh yeah, there it is. The mask doesn't quite seal right when you got facial hair. Alright, Seth. Question.
Yes.
How's this road trip gonna be? When you're driving across country, especially in the West, you have to listen to country music.
You're from California, you're not from...
We're in Utah now, and we're going to Texas. Like, you have to listen to country music.
Nothing about country is appealing to me.
The thing is, as soon as we start getting close to Houston, we can change the station to some sort of, Have you ever been to Texas?
No.
Never?
Never.
You ever been to Colorado?
Yeah.
You ever been to Kansas?
I don't want to go to Kansas.
We're going that way. Probably get caught up in a tornado or something. My dude, Scott Chamberlain, came to the shop to help out with an alignment. This dude's a wizard. I can't risk trying to do this stuff myself. Have you ever worked on a crappier car than this?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, dude. Subarus with race lands and airbags.
Oh. Once this thing's dialed in, that'll be the last of the actual mechanical things on the car that we need to do. It's 22 degrees outside, or some ridiculous temperature like that. Snow. My point is, I've got a bunch of body panels with wet paint on them. You gotta find a way to get them to dry. I turned the thermostat up to 90, and this is the warmest room in the shop. Got all my parts drying in here. Feels like a sauna in here. It's unbelievable. I don't know what's going on out there. Hey! What are you doing? This used to be a good car. We finally got some work done on this thing. Kind of been spinning our wheels, getting paint done and all this other stuff. It is Wednesday night. We're trying to beat a storm. There's a storm coming through the country. It's gonna ice storm or something. They project problematic driving conditions, so we're trying to get ahead of the curve and beat the storm. But yeah, check this out. What? We don't have time for problems. What happened? Oh yeah. Can you get that one off? What's the plan? Good?
Yep.
Come on, fit.
It's light outside.
The lights out. The sun came up. So we're here at Seth's shop. We had to do some maintenance on the tow rig. We set up the airbags that were already on this truck when I got it. I noticed the front brakes were grinding. So we got some brake pads and then I started spinning the rotor and saw this, what appears to be a giant crack. But you know what? I don't have time to deal with that right now. So we're just gonna go ahead and make the drive with the cracked rotor. How do you feel about that, Seth?
Not good.
Seth likes BMWs for some reason. BMW, something else. We're finally getting on the road on our way to Texas. But this is actually the time that we planned on leaving originally. So we thought we were ahead of schedule, but now we're right back on schedule. So we don't have any time for any problems. Like, we're not late, but if we have a problem, then we're gonna be late. It's time to get some late night grub and get the party started. So for those of you guys that don't know a lot about me, I am a professional CNG guy. We got the Bobson converted to CNG. It's a 7.3 diesel, and it's got a CNG tank under it. We flip a switch, it dumps a bunch of CNG into the intake, and then you modulate the throttle, and it actually gets a super killer fuel economy. Tons of power, pulling hills. But yeah, it's super rad CNG. We got a problem. The window of the truck has fallen off. Hey, Seth! Seth! Hey! Wake up! He's not waking up. Sometimes the captain's gotta step it up because his crew is asleep on the job. Look at this. We put a bolt in there, luckily, because the other ones are all rivets. I think we'd be without a window right now. The best course of action here is probably a drill bit and a couple zip ties. Captain's orders. I'm gonna get on that. Luckily we were smart and put the toolbox somewhere we could actually reach it. What the heck? There's these ice blocks right here. They came out of the ramp. That's pretty cool. Actually, I think everything I need is in the trunk of the 240. All right, there's the zip ties, drill bits, and a drill. All right, seems simple enough. We're gonna do one more up top and call it good. Check that out. 2 zip ties, windows solid. So in Utah, we don't have what you guys have in Texas. I'm talking about Waffle House. And we found a Waffle House in Albuquerque. But people that have Waffle House in their town don't seem to appreciate Waffle House. Yeah, like Whataburger. Whataburger sucks. In-N-Out's way better. What I love about Albuquerque. The great stuff that we find in this town. Is that an empty pool? What?
Talking about the car.
The car. Cool. Chill out, bro. Dang. We're here in Amarillo, Texas. We got to get some CNG for the truck. Nope, that is the wrong nozzle. Cancel. We'll try this again. All right, we'll try this again. Take this thing, hook it up to this thing. We're still on the road trip. It is Saturday morning, 12:30 a.m. We are about 7 hours from the track. So if you do the math there, that means we're gonna get to the track
Right when it opens.
right when it opens. So I'm hoping the Lone Star Fashion is loose and late. We've been alternating sleep after what, 36 hours of no sleep?
Yeah, 36 hours.
Yeah, we worked straight. Truck's having transmission problems. We got the flashing overdrive light. The truck's a little bit down on power, so we're only doing like 60 miles an hour. Cool thing is when we put CNG in it, like doubles the power and the fuel economy. But we're kind of like chasing CNG stations through Texas, so. Oh, also, yeah, it's raining here. But I think Houston's supposed to be cleared up by the time we get there. Driving straight with only stopping for fuel, trading off sleeping, and literally, what is it, 8:10? And the driver's meeting's at 8:30? 8:08? 8:15. Oh, yeah, so we had no time to spare. Oh, there's the JZX. Sick. So we're here in Houston. It's day one of the event. Met up with Rob. Rob showed up. We got his car here. We got Josh here. Not paying attention to anybody. We got to do a little bit of work on all the cars, but we made it just in time for the driver's meeting. Track's kind of wet. Wet and hot. Get it? Hot because there's cars out there? No, it's a good joke. We got a little bit of oil down there, so we got to reseal the valve cover. All right, so I need to find some silicone so we can glue those valve covers in. It's one of of those trips where you're like, hey, I'm really tired, like you need to drive, and the other guy's like, nah, I can't drive, and we're like, well, we got to keep going, so you just keep driving even though...
Both of us fell asleep.
At the wheel?
I for sure did.
Yeah, same. Let's do it again. All right, it's been almost a year since we filmed this video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
it's been a year.
It's been almost a year.
Few
but finally getting around to editing it, uploading it, all that stuff. I hope you guys enjoy it. There will be a part 2. Don't go anywhere because we have a lot of driving footage that didn't fit in this edit. It's gonna be super awesome. Lots of stuff from both Harris Hill and the competition at
the
Police Academy. That's right.
And then Sandia.
And then some bonus footage from Sandia with Dan Brockett. But if you guys like the video, please like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Trying to build this channel up. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for part 2.